to Math Made Easy with Frida. In today's video, we are going to look into percentages and I'm going to show you 5 quick tips on making percentages very easy to work with. Let's start. The first one is when you have to solve very simple percentages like this 30% of 50. The best trick here is to first find 10% of 50, which is basically just the first digit, which is 5. All right. And that we multiply by 3 because we are looking for 30%. That will be equal to 15. Okay. Now it's your turn. 70% of 140. This is your turn. You can pause the video and try to solve this and come back and we'll do it together. 70% of 140. An easy way to do it is to first take 10% of 140, which is 14. And now I want 70%. I just have to multiply by 7 and I get 98. Next, tip number 2. If I have to find 55% of, say, 40. Now there's no 0 here. Okay, we'll start again with 10% of 40, which is basically 4. Then we want, let's finish 50%, which gives me 4 times 5, which is 20. We're still left with now 5%. 5% is half of 10%, which is basically half of this 4, which will be 2. We now have to add the 2, and the answer is 22. Now, following the same steps, it's your turn to find 45% of 20. Pause the video, try to work it out, and come back and we'll solve it together. The first step is to take 10% of 20, which is 2. Then since we want 40%, we multiply by 4 and we get 8. And we're still left with 5%. 5% will be half of 10%, which is half of 2, which will be 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 45% of 20 is 9. Now we come to tip number 3. Percentages are reversible. If we have to find 32% of, say, 50, it is the same as saying 50% of 32. And 50% is very easy because we know 50% is half. Multiplied by half of 32 will give me 16. So in this case, we learned that percentages are reversible, and if you have a simple number over here, you can always reverse and find the percentage. Okay, and now it's your turn. Find 22% of 10. Pause the video, solve it, and come back. We'll do it together. All right, so let's reverse it. We get 10% of 22, which is simple, which is 2.2. That was your answer. Now we come to percentage decrease, like if there's a sale on a product and they give you a percentage off, we want to know how much the product would cost you. Okay, let's say the initial price of a product was $80 and they're giving you 30% off. Okay, there are 2 ways to approach it. All right, first we can find 30% of 80 and subtract it from 80. All right, that's 30% of 80. Let's find 30% of 80. We basically have to multiply 3 times 8, which is $24. So the sale price was 80 and you're getting a $24 discount. So the product now costs me only $56. All right, that was method 1. Method 2 would be, since you're getting 30% off, we only have to pay 70%, 100 minus 30, 70% of 80. 70% of 80. And we just multiply 7 times 8. We get 56. And we get the cost of your item. You can do it this way or this way. Now it's your turn. The initial price of a product was $120. And you're getting 20% off. How much does the product cost? So pause the video, solve it, and then we'll do it together. Alright, so I prefer to do this method where I can directly get the cost at one step. So 100% cost me 120. 20% off means I only be paying 80%. So 80% of 120 will give me 8 times 12 is my answer. 8 times 12 is 96. That's the cost of my product. Now we move on to percentage increase. If my initial amount was $30 and it has increased by 10%, how much do I have now? So for this, I prefer to find what is 10% of 30 and then add it to 30. So that's 10% of 30 is equal to 3, and add 30 plus 3. We know the final amount is 33. Now it's your turn. The initial amount I start off with is 150 and I have an increase of 30%. What will the final amount be? So pause the video, solve it, and then we come back and do this together. So let's find 30% of 150. This is the increase, which will give me 3 times 15 will give me $45 is your increase. So the final amount will be 150 plus 45, which is 195. I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching this video. And if you have any doubts, you can leave a comment below. And if you want more videos like this, please do subscribe and give me a like. Thank you for watching.